I was just on my lunch break. I was watching the new episode of Love is Blind because it just dropped today. Crazy. These dating shows, they need an overhaul. Does anyone remember it was Cameron and Lauren? They're the only good thing to come out of Love is Blind. My coffee. Oh, it's nice and foamy today. I'm getting my hair done. I cannot wait to just feel brand new. Like the color, I'm having like mental breakdowns over this. Like I hate when it fades to this color. It's because I spent years, I think in total I spent 2 years dyeing it. Either I had that like cherry red color, which was so hot, like that was the fucking moment, and then I went copper. And they were both moments, like they were both iconic, but just know that if you're gonna go down that like red copper route, that when you then try and go back to your natural color, or you try and go back brunette or whatever, that orange undertone is gonna stick. Like, it's actually sickening. Okay guys, we are about to head off to the gym. I've now got I've now got 4 days off work, which is gonna be everything. I did work late actually. I worked till 6:20 today just to finish things off before having Thursday, Friday off, which is a bit naughty. Maybe I should claim that back as toil next week. But yeah, we're gonna go train. It is push day for me today, so chest, shoulders, triceps. Actually, I've started to enjoy it a lot more since I have stopped caring so much about how heavy I'm lifting, because I know it's my weakest. I'm like, oh, I should be able to shoulder press heavier than this, and it's like, there are no shoulds. Just do what the fuck you can do it within a hypertrophy range, and you're good, girl. So yeah, we're gonna go to the gym. I don't know what Ben's training. Oh no, I do. He's doing he's literally got big ears. He's doing chest and back because he does an Arnold split. Controversial. No, not really. Whereas I do push-pull legs. We're at, I was gonna say the gym. It's because I thought I'd have time to go to the gym for the hairdressers, but I'm just gonna go later after. We're at the hairdressers. Oh, I just can't wait to get my personality back. Like, I just can't wait to feel like myself again. So let's say goodbye. I also just can't wait to see my hairdresser. Like, those of you who are lucky enough to have these kind of relationships with your hairdressers, like my hairdresser Liam, shout out to Liam, I always feel so good after I've seen him, and I tell him my deepest, darkest secrets. It's a bit of an age gap friendship, but I just love him. So yeah, gonna go get this transformed. Liam did exactly what needed to be done. My hair is actually looking so dark, but it is obviously its darkest when it's first dyed. I'll probably go back in 2 or 3 months time to top it up, so it does kind of fade a bit lighter, but I really like having dark hair. This is darker than my natural, of course, but I really like it because I just feel pretty like my mommy. I feel like it makes me look more like my mum. It makes me look a bit more like Turkish. It matches my eyebrows well, so I just like it. But I feel like this is quite a drastic difference. He took a little bit off the length, cut the layers back in, trimmed my bangs a little bit. He also used this product that I have to get because it put my hair, like the volume is crazy. I think the layers do add a bit of lift and volume, but he used this product. I took a picture of it. It's the Color Wow extra large bombshell volumizer. And then, as per my tradition, after the hairdressers I go to this really nice Italian coffee shop just next door called Lavender Coffee Shop. If you are in Bristol, you need to go. Also, just go to the hairdressers I go to. It's called House of Hair. Liam is so lovely, and they have chihuahuas that sit on your lap if you want them to. I'm gonna go workout, these big guns. Actually already aching from yesterday's push session. My chest around here is aching. I've never felt ache in my bicep, in my tricep in my life. Like, I don't know about anyone else. I know that I do work my triceps because in good lighting I can like flex it and see it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get changed to go train and go do back and biceps. If you take anything from this video, buy that Color Wow whatever it is. I haven't bought it yet. I'm gonna get online tonight and I'm gonna purchase that XL volume whatever it was, because truly it feels like my hair is 10 times thicker. It's crazy. I get people who glue their lashes under. I'm like, you guys are something else. Genuinely. How the fuck do you do that? Hi, Mum.
Canım, nasılsın?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Ben de iyiyim, nasılsın?
I'm good.
Sordum.
I got my hair done. It's really dark.
Evet, bayağı koyulaştırmışsın.
Evet.
Evet. Aha.
Çok koyu. Merhaba.
Merhaba yavrum benim. Koyu evet.
But it...
Evet öyle istiyorsun.
Evet. It will fade.
Olsun her renk yakışıyor yavrum olsun.
Evet. Tenin açık her renk yakışıyor benim bir tanem.
Ne yapıyorsun benim? Ne yapıyor? Oo toka taçına bak wow.
Saçını gördün mü annesi?
Kirpiklerimi yapıyorum.
Bir yandan da makyaj yapıyor.
Yapıyor bir yandan da.
Aflamıştır o kadar.
Yüzüne sokacaksın dikkat et.
How are you? You paused.
Aha, tamam. İyiyim, sen nasılsın?
You've asked that like 5 times. There's something weird about your face.
Annem krem sürdür.
Krem sürdüm, alerjik reaksiyon verdim. da
You
onun
look
için.
so scary.
Evet.
I think I don't know if I said my mum is in Turkey now. I'm gonna apply some blush. This is a new blush. I don't usually go for these bougie brands, but my auntie goes for the bougie brands and then she hands down makeup to me, or makeup that she buys, and then she's like, oh, I just don't use this. Which is where I got the Givenchy Prism Libra, which is like such a good under eye powder. It's like pink tinted. It's like £50 or something, but I love it. And I'm like, oh God, she put me on to something really bougie. And she recently gave me this Lancome blush in the shade Rose Paradise. And it's so pigmented. I'm just gonna take a bit of that. Like, do you see that? So I'm just gonna put that on. Oh my friend's texting me now. I want to see you before Ramadan. Fuck. I'm not free tomorrow evening. Oh. I did not even. Oh my God. Am I a bad friend? I did not even think about that. Can you believe I am ready with 4 minutes to spare? I like ironically put my hair up like this and I've just left it. I'm about to go to the dentist. You know, people who like take annual leave, you know, when you're not going on holiday, you should allocate one of those days to just do nothing and chill. But I've been non-stop. I've got a dental hygienist appointment. I go and get my teeth like cleaned every 4 to 6 months, just because that's good for your gum health, keeping your teeth clean. They also polish it so your teeth look kind of more sparkly after. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna go straight to town after because I need to do some shopping, and then I'm meeting my friends for drinks tonight. So I've like dressed, I'm wearing jeans, I'm wearing a jumper, but I'm wearing a top underneath the jumper that's more like cocktail vibes for tonight. I'm wearing this bomber jacket, and I've got some makeup in my bag so I can top that up. My urge to spend money is crazy. It's been an expensive couple of days off because obviously I paid for my hair as well yesterday. Although it's International Women's Day today, so naturally I requested money from every male in my contacts. Just sent them a PayPal request. No, I'm kidding. As a note to self, next time I have annual leave, I know the next time I have annual leave, I have a week off at the end of March. I need to dedicate some days to just doing nothing. Like, gym is fine, but other than that, just relax, stay in your pajamas, watch TV. Because yeah, these 2 days have been tiring, and tomorrow I've got plans as well. Sunday I might see my cousin, I might see a friend, so it's just like, it has not been restorative at all, but oh well. Okay guys, happy Monday. It's a new week. This week is actually kind of a big week because I should hear back by Friday about my interview offers for the clinical psychology doctorate. So I applied to UCL, King's, Bath and Oxford, and I don't think any of them have released the results yet for interview invites. To be honest, I feel like I'm in a very good headspace with it because it's not really on my mind a lot. It hasn't been playing on my mind a lot. And when I do think about it, I'm like, I'm happy with any outcome, you know, like, I think I said this in my last vlog maybe, like, I'm just proud of myself and happy that I submitted it. And, you know, given my family circumstances at the time as well, like, it was so hard to do that, but I did it, and I really feel like I did the best that I possibly could. Like, I don't regret, I don't look back and think, oh, I could have tried harder, or it was really last minute. Like, I really think I worked on it and did the best I could. So, you know, and also I'm not one of those people generally in life who has a strict timeline in my head about, you know, I need to have traveled the world by this age, I need to be married by this age, have my first child by this age, I need to get onto the clinical psychology doctorate and qualify before I'm 30. I'm very relaxed, you know, just let things happen. Everyone's timeline is different. So if I don't get on this year, just try again next year. Do you know what I mean? It might be redirection as well. I could fall into something else. I could find something else I want to do. I secured my sushi. Supermarket sushi goes. This is really not bad. I guess you might consider, yeah, Waitrose is like a bit of an upscale supermarket. But I know what session I'm delivering, but I can't say I'm that well prepared, but I normally just rock up. I'm very just chill. Like, things matter as much as you think they do. Do you know what I mean? Just finished the session. I'm about to head back home. It's 4:30. It went well. I forgot that I was delivering this session because I had Thursday and Friday off last week. I was completely just out of the loop, and I logged on this morning. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. And we thought there would be like 60 people. There was 130. We didn't have a microphone, so just had to project my voice. And we had to kind of change the content when we got here because they were like, oh, the speaker before you didn't turn up. And we planned the session around the content of the previous speaker. But it's fine, it's over now, and I did it. We did it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I received this 1 minute ago. I've just opened it. It says, dear applicant, thank you for applying to Uni of Bath's Doctor of Clinical Psychology programme. We received over 750 applications for this year's intake of 28 trainees. We are very pleased to invite you for interview. That's in bold. Interviews will take place online via Microsoft Teams between Tuesday the 14th and Thursday the 16th of May. You'll be invited to attend one of these days between 9 to 4:30 p.m. We ask that you keep all 3 days free until the interview schedule is confirmed. The interview process will consist of an interview with 3 panel members from a combination of a member of the programme staff team, a regional clinical psychologist, and a person with personal experience. Got an interview! Yeah. Yeah.
Bas çok iyi, Bas çok iyi.
Thank you.
Bas Üniversitesi'nden görüşmüş çağırmışlar.
Oh, everybody.
My grandma's gonna cry.
Nasıl olarak gördüğüm için hep
Okay guys, I am now on my lunch break. I still can't believe I've got an interview. I haven't thought about the interview at all because I was like, there is no point stressing about the interview and thinking about it if I now just don't even get any offers. I did attend actually a webinar and I sort of just passively listened, but I mean, I haven't sort of gone out my way to think about how I would approach the interview. It was delivered by current trainees who are on the, oh my god, it's really bad, but they're either King's or UCL. It was one of the ones I applied, because I applied for King's and UCL, and it was quite an interesting webinar. I only attended like the last half an hour of it, but they recorded it so I can watch it back. So yeah, I don't know how I need to start thinking about how I'm going to prepare. I think I really need to just find out who I've got interviews from. It might just be that Bath is my only interview, but whichever interviews I get, I need to really just like immerse myself in that particular course, because each course has slightly different like approaches and specialties. Like I know Bath is like really big on mindfulness, health psychology, and I mentioned those in my application because that aligns with my genuine interest. Like I'm interested in health psychology, and as I said to you guys, like I'm doing that mindfulness project at work at the moment, so I think that helped with getting points for Bath. But yeah, some unis are very, well, most of them are quite CBT focused, but you know, each have their different, and also their ethos, their values. So just really reading up on the course and aligning with that will be an important part of the prep for the interview. I am surprised it's online, the interview, because I don't know, it's not like COVID times anymore at all. Like we're totally out of that now. I'm really happy it's my first time applying and I've got an offer for an interview for one of them. That's really good. They said they had over 750 applicants and they've got 28 places. I don't know how many interview places they've given. They must have narrowed down the interviews to, I don't know, I'm estimating like maybe 100 max. So if, you know, they do cut it down a lot from the applications, and then they will cut it down even further to only have 28 places for trainees. Like, this is what I mean when I say it's so competitive. Like that's all you need to hear. They'll have over 750 applications for 28 places. They didn't say how many interview places they've given out, but yeah, we'll see. Oh my god.
Me and Ben are training legs together. He's doing my leg day. He does train legs. He has a different routine to me. And I was like, just do my leg day today. That's what we're doing. I'm really out of breath, so just do a set on my leg first.
I wore this on the weekend and I went into a shop and I tried, because the perfume I use is this one of my perfumes. This is like my go-to like evening or date perfume, night out, dinner, like evening. It's a bit of a heavier smell. It's the why can't I remember it? It's called Good Girl by Christina. Is it Christina? Christina something. Good Girl. Good Girl perfume. No, Carolina Herrera. Good Girl. And I really like it, but I've heard really good things about the other ones, like the Good Girl Blush is a slightly more powdery floral scent. So I tried that over the weekend. I just put it on my wrist and it's still like the lasting power, it's like cemented into this coat now, and I can't decide if I like it. This one's definitely more sexy. This one's more floral and powdery, but I don't know. I do really like this one.
She doesn't want me to go to London, that's why. Tea.
It's so evident.
I can't believe it. I said yesterday, UCL said no. You get told in March and you're like, oh, you've got an interview in like a month's time or like a few weeks time. So I have, guys, I'm booked and fucking busy. I'm booked and busy for these interviews. So this Oxford interview on the 25th of April, that's just over a month away. I have an online clinical task at 6 p.m. Where I have to, I think they said in the email, you watch a video and then you do an online task based on that video. So there are two components to the selection process: a written clinical task based on a short film that candidates watch, and an interview. Then the actual interview is on, mine is on Thursday the 2nd of May, and that's in person, whereas Bath's interview is, they haven't confirmed a date, but it's between the 14th and 16th of May online. So yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. We just have tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow apparently is when King's College London is going to send out their responses. You don't get any feedback on why you were unsuccessful either at this stage. I think if you don't, you do get feedback if you don't get through the interview stage, but at the application stage they don't give you individual feedback. But they just said application forms pass through review in order to shortlist the best 200 applications for interview and a list of approximately 40 reserve interview candidates. At the review phase, each application is evaluated by 2 or more core staff members, blah, blah, blah. So they talk about all of the different... Okay, so what they say is some applications are not considered appropriate for interview because of the specific areas of weakness, e.g. weak academic background, poor written expression on the form, failure to demonstrate understanding of the points above, or weak references. Other applications might demonstrate all the requirements to a high standard, but do not get through to the interview phase simply because there are other applications that are considered to be even stronger. It is an unfortunate and frustrating side effect of such a competitive selection process that applicants who are clearly capable of completing training and becoming good clinical psychologists might still not be successful in getting through to the interview phase. Damn. So, yeah, that says it all. It really is a flawed process. It is unfair because they said it perfectly then. Like, you can apply and write a great application and for sure be a good clinical psychologist and be, you know, deserving of getting on the course, but you still might not get an interview offer just because the competition is so crazy. So yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, I can now give advice because I have got interview offers, because I feel like that puts down people who still wrote good applications but didn't get any interview offers, you know? But with that being said, I feel like I will probably after I've gone through the whole experience, so after the interviews and hearing back about the outcome of those, I can do a video about how I wrote my application, and then I can also talk about how I prepare for the interviews and stuff like that. This time I will try and take you guys through the process a bit more, so I will kind of document, you know, as I'm preparing for the interviews, and document the interview process as well. I am gonna do a haul. Let's start with hair. This is the Davines all-in-one milk. Just finished this, so I bought the bigger bottle. This makes your hair so soft. It also smells amazing. So got Oh, this is what my hairdresser used in my hair when he did it last week. It's the Color Wow Extra Large Bombshell Volumizer. This is like a mousse. And he put this in my hair last week at the hairdressers, and my hair looked so thick and volumized. This is like all the rage, and I've resisted getting this for so long because I'm like, I don't want to spend that much money on a freaking hair perfume. But I don't know, last night I was feeling impulsive. This is the, I think you pronounce it Gisu honey infused hair perfume, and it's a blind purchase because I haven't even smelt this before, but I've just heard all the good things about it. That is nice. It does smell like sweet, like honey, but it's not too overpowering. These are the hair products I got. I also got a body care product. I got the Sol de Janeiro Rio Sunset Glow Oil. Blend that out. Oh my god. So this, like if you're wearing an open top or it's summer, this, imagine this like glistening off of your shoulders, your collarbones, like, girl, let me reach up there right now. Skincare, I got the Weleda Skin Food because everyone raves about this, so I finally bought it to use sort of, I reckon like under SPF. I got the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast V5. Everyone's also talking about this. I'm going to use that at night. And the Versed Gentle Retinol Serum, because I don't use any retinol. I thought this was kind of beginner friendly and it was affordable. Makeup wise, I got the Benefit Benetint, which is a lip and cheek stain. Got the Charlotte Tilbury. Guys, I remember literally within like the last month in my videos, I was like, the one beauty product I'd never spend high-end prices for is any form of pencil, lip pencil, eye pencil. Did I just purchase the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat in the shade Pillow Talk? Yes. And I also got the Superstar Lips lipstick in Pillow Talk. My mum has this. I've tried it. She said I could just have hers, but I feel bad because she does actually like that lipstick, so I bought my own. And then I repurchased the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder that I have. It's this one that I've hit pan on. This just genuinely lasted me at least 1.5 years, so it is expensive, but it lasts a long time. And then I also finally got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade Fair, so we're going to try that out. And then I also just got a couple of these like sponge like puff things. I got the news at like 4:20 p.m. They took their sweet time that I got on the reserve list for Kings, which is kind of underwhelming, and I'm basically taking that as a rejection because I'm like, who in their right mind is going to cancel if you've got a chance to interview, who is going to cancel it? So in conclusion, it was a straight no from UCL, reserve list from Kings, and then an offer from Bath and Oxford. And I am pretty happy with that. I mean, I was prepared to get 4 straight no's. I get the feeling from like the Facebook groups that this year in particular has been highly competitive, and I've seen several people posting like, you know, that they got interviews last year and they've pretty much submitted the same application this year, plus like updated their experience, and they've had no interviews. And I just really feel for all of us who are pursuing this, it just seems so unfair. Like there's no rhyme or reason sometimes. So yeah, it just seems it's just brutal. It's just absolutely brutal. I don't know how I feel about being on the reserve list. I feel like, I don't know, when I first read it, I read it as a rejection. I was like, reserve list, that basically means no. But then now I'm thinking it depends where on the reserve list. They didn't tell me what number. They want me to confirm that I'm happy to be on the reserve list. And they said in the email, like, you could be contacted on the day to come to an interview and it's in person. Please keep these days free. So I feel like some people, unfortunately, just won't have that flexibility. So they might email and be like, I don't want to, you know, don't put me on the reserve list. They will hopefully get back to me and tell me what number I am on the reserve list. And I feel like if I'm in the top 10, maybe, like, I have a chance for being called to interview, but anything over that, I feel like it's very, very unlikely. And yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like I'm in a limbo. I've been watching Married at First Sight Australia all afternoon, so I just feel like it's a bit of a shitty position to be put in, because like the anxiety of them, they were like, please give us a number we can contact you on so we can call you if we need to interview you. It could be on the day. Like, and it's in like 4 weeks time. I just feel like that's so anxiety provoking to just like, when it gets to that week, I'm just going to be so anxious. I'm like, they could literally call me. Like, I could have to just jump on a train to London and go to this interview at any point. Like, it's quite anxiety provoking. I'm definitely being interviewed by Bath and Oxford, so that's exciting. UCL was a straight no, so don't have to think about that. But yeah, the next like 2 months are gonna be pretty challenging, but I don't have any doubt that I will at least try my best. I'm about to head to the gym to decompress from this week. I don't really know how to summarize how I'm feeling right now. I think part of me is just like now stressed about the interviews, so it's all kind of just setting in. And also I think I am disappointed, and I feel like I can't even say that because I'm lucky and grateful that I had 2 interview offers. I think that's like amazing, especially like first time I've applied. I've been so lucky, you know, and I just really feel for when I look on the Facebook group and I see people's frustrations of like, you know, second, third, fourth time applying with rejections, or you know, some people got interviews last year and then didn't get interviews this year, and it's just, all of it's just so illogical. Like, you'd think like if you get an interview 1 year but you're not successful at that stage, okay, next year when I apply, like, I'll get an interview again. So I really just feel people's frustrations, but I can't help but feel disappointed about my rejections, just because I think out of the 4 unis, my preference would have been either of the London ones, then Bath, then Oxford. So not getting either of the London ones has been disappointing, because I tried to not really think too much about it and like planning ahead, but over the last kind of few weeks I have been thinking more about, you know, living in London. One of my friends has moved there. I think she was in one of my last vlogs, Sarah. I trained with her, and when we met she was telling me how much she loves London. She was like, oh, like if you end up moving there it would be so nice. And I guess I was just kind of thinking more and more about and getting used to the idea of me maybe living in London. So it's felt like that dream has kind of died today, because UCL said no, and I was like, oh well, maybe King's will offer me an interview, and I've been put on the reserve list, so I feel like that's unlikely to happen. So I think what I need to do is do some reframing, you know. I need to remind myself of what I have achieved. Kind of annoyed me even more is my dad FaceTimed my mum to let her know, and she was like, she sounded happy that I didn't get an interview. And she said like, oh, I don't want her to go to London anyway. And my dad was like, she can hear you, by the way. And I was like, yeah, my mum wants me to go to Bath. My dad is rooting for Oxford because he went to Oxford, so it's like his own little complex. He's like, oh, you're following my footsteps. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna shut up about this now because it's consumed this vlog. And I hate to end this on a downer, so let's just end this on a positive that I got 2 interviews. At the end of the day, I applied for the first time and I got 2 interviews and I got 1 reserve and 1 rejection, which is good. I think that's good going for a first time. And I wanted to say something else and it's just escaped my mind. All things considered, it being my first time and just how ridiculously competitive and hard this process is for no reason, I got 2 interviews. About to do what I do best to relieve stress, and that is go to the gym. I am training legs, so Lord knows I'm gonna be sweating out some stress, which will be great. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys for watching and following along. I hope you guys have enjoyed the vlog. If you have, make sure to smash a thumbs up down below, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.